Christian Pulisic, who for the 7th straight game with Chelsea this past weekend did not make Thomas Tuchel's starting 11. But that's not really the story. No, the story is what happened after the game on social media. Christian Pulisic's father, Mark Pulisic, with this tweet, quote, "The sad thing is, he loves the club, teammates, and London. Puts his heart and soul into being a pro. Onwards and upwards, my boy. Big 6 months ahead." We should note that this tweet has since been deleted. All right, Herc, help us read between the lines here. What is Mark Pulisic really saying about Christian Pulisic at Chelsea?
I don't know. He could be talking about a number of things. All I know is it's not helpful. I'm a father. I understand one's natural instinct to protect or to defend your child. I understand that. It must be very difficult to hear, to read, to see some of the comments made about Christian Pulisic from Mark. I understand this, but he has to realize he's not protecting his child in this moment. He's hurting him. He's magnifying an already glaring and a very low moment for Christian in the public eye. He's adding fuel to that fire. So essentially what he wanted to do, it's reversing on him, exploding in their face, and to the extent where it's now been deleted. So either he, to his own conclusion, has realized this isn't the route to go, or even Christian Pulisic himself has asked his father to take it down. I understand, I repeat, what it's like to be a father and want to protect your child, but this is the opposite effect.
Yeah, I guess my question here is it a sign of something bigger, right? Is it a sign of further frustration? Because we already know there's been some frustration in the Pulisic camp about his situation at Chelsea. I think it's obvious that, yes, it is. And I think it's the same kind of fundamental tension, Herc, that we've had not just all of this season, but really since Christian Pulisic got to Chelsea. And that is everybody on this side of the pond, probably a lot of people on that side of the pond, too, when you look at the sticker price saying, okay, well, when is Christian Pulisic going to become a full-time starter at Chelsea? I think that frustration is coming from a place now where the people in the Pulisic camp aren't really sure if that's ever going to happen. Do you think it's ever going to happen at Chelsea?
Maybe, but I don't think it's going to happen with Thomas Tuchel, and I don't think that's the case just for Christian Pulisic. We see a lot of unhappy, very unhappy offensive players out Chelsea. Christian Pulisic is just one of those players in that stable. Lukaku is unhappy. Lukaku is one of the most expensive transfers in world football, and he's unhappy. Maybe only 2 out of that handful will be somewhat content with their role. Mason Mount and Kai Havertz. Everybody else, Timo Werner, Ziyech, Hudson-Odoi, Christian Pulisic himself, Lukaku, will be not happy. And I'm sure Christian Pulisic will have lots of options. Whether he wants to stay at Chelsea, stay in London, as Mark Pulisic says, that he's very happy in, is another case. He's 23 years old. He wasn't really a consistent starter or a prime player at Dortmund. He hasn't been a prime player despite the number 10 in his back or on his back for Chelsea. At some point, especially leading up to a World Cup, in a World Cup year, you want to be that player, especially if you're the face for U.S. soccer.
Well, thank you very much for watching ESPN on YouTube. For more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for live streaming, premium content, and let's not forget as well, ESPN FC 7 days a week. Subscribe to ESPN+.